Okay, so now we're back here. What we need to, another sort of check we need to do on every page, as well as resetting the session variables, is we need to make a check to make sure that the sessions are actually set. So if a session user ID equals nothing, then what we want to do is we just want to send the user to another place. In my case, I'm just going to redirect them to Tapt-In.net. Just send them back to where they came from. Obviously, if the user ID is set, it will let us continue on with the rest of the page. Now for the body. The basic, I'm going to use basic table layout here, just for ease really. So we've got one row. We're going to have this, have a we'll make it 2-row table. We'll put a bit of styling on here. So the width, we'll have that 900 pixels. The height, or the minimum height, let's say 400 pixels. So the height of the table will be at least 400 pixels high. And for now, let's say spell border. We'll put on a border just so we can see where everything is. Put a black border on it. Okay, so each of the left hand side column, we will say it's 200 pixels, which will leave the other table to fill up the rest. Now, for the time being, what we're going to do is I'm just going to header out them, and we can then go to our actual page and see what it looks like. And we'll get rid of that. Create char.php. Object not found. Oh, I put chart. That'll be why. Create char. Okay, that didn't quite work how I sort of planned it to. But there we go. It's minor detail, minor detail. We obviously know we've got the table there is showing. Just see across here. So let's get rid of this border. We don't want the border. We'll get rid of the height as well. We only need the width. So in the first nothing's really going to be on this page will be displayed in the first column. There's no need to have anything in there. What we want to do is we want to start saying welcome to white label game, and this is the point where we want to put that. We're going to echo out the user's name, the player's username, which means what we're going to need to do is obviously bring back these into play, and we're going to have to actually log on to the game like we would normally. So we log on. It's because what's happening is it's not sending us to the right page. Oopsie. So we'll update the URL. And now hopefully we should be sent, or not. Okay, what? Right, hold on, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I figured out what I'd done wrong on the login. I was calling up user info ID, and it should have been user info user ID. I also slightly changed this to say if the user ID is less than 1, then we'll send off to Tapt-In.net. Okay, so going back over to here, you log into White Label. Welcome to White Label game. Turn OK. It's sent out my username. Once we've done that, we can continue saying please create your new character for using the options below. Okay, so now come here, save the file, we'll refresh. Now what we want to do is if we just do contain this next part in paragraphs. The only thing we want to set on here, or for the user to change, is their class. So what we want to do is, if we go, have the select, each select needs an option, and we'll make the value the same as the option title, or the option text. So let's say human. Let's give them a choice of 4. We have an orc, an elf, and something else. Tree man, just first thing I could actually think of. So we copy these into the values. And again, we just put this one in paragraph tag, input type is equal to submit. The value, obviously the text on the actual button is, we want to create character. Oops, and we'll give it a name of create. Again, we want to give the select tags a name of their own. So we call this class. And we want to wrap all of this in a form. And we'll give the method post. You don't need to set an action, because if the action is left blank, it will return to the default page, the current page. So if we save that, and we'll just preview this, we have human, orc, elf, and tree man. Right. So now we have that. We have the form. We just want to make sure the form is submitting. So once we've reset the sessions, we want to do another if is set, and we'll do post, and we'll target the name of that button, which is create, or the name of the input, sorry. If create is set, what we're just going to do is echo out character created, and we'll just make the thing die. So create character, click character created, that's fine. And then we can go on to just entering the information into the database, and set up a few functions like connecting to the database, etc. So I'm going to leave this video here, go get a drink because my mouth is very dry, and then when I return we will go through, we've set up the database, player details. We will finish off creating the player creation screen, and we will do our first script outside of the ready for when the player has created their character. Okay, so I'll see you shortly.